Everything is changing and I'm scared. I am moving countries tomorrow. Okay, this is box 2. I have 4 more. And then I have 2 suitcases full of stuff and a carry-on and like camera equipment, which is gonna suck so bad. But such is the way, you know? So tired. You know, I'm already at the point where I feel like I shouldn't be overwhelmed by these things anymore. Like, I'm most of the way to 30. Like, I feel like I should have my life together. I think people, like, no matter their age, would be frightened by, like, the kind of prospect of what I'm doing. It's something that people are like, wow, that's so ambitious of you. And so, like, yeah, things around me are changing really fast. Okay, wait, let me just explain how we actually got here. So in July of 2020, I decided I was going to move to Japan. The main reason for this was because my boyfriend was in Japan and he had been there since March of 2020 due to a family thing that was just at a bad time, clearly. And unfortunately, he was going to be there for a little while because of this family thing. So I was like, well, why don't I join you? The pandemic's almost over anyway. And so I contacted the embassy and I decided that in October of 2020, I was going to move to Japan. My friends, let me tell you, October 2020 came and went. But I had already told my roommates and my apartment that I was leaving, so I had to take my stuff and my boyfriend's stuff and move out to a temporary place, which I did. All by myself, I should add. And also the embassy was like, oh, sorry, we're not doing working holiday visas right now. Try again later when the pandemic is over. So I was like, okay, great. Hopefully it'll open soon. So cue the next 2 years. Like 2 in the morning and I don't have anyone and I don't know when I'm gonna see my boyfriend again. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Can you hear that? That's just people from their houses. Happy New Year. I'm essentially moving his whole life in boxes and shipping it to him. So I have 2 boxes packed. There's still a full box over there, but it's a smaller sized box than this. And then a whole bunch of clothes, so I'm worried there's gonna be like another 2 boxes. I've just been in like a constant state of like stressed depression, and I just need to get this out of my bedroom because my bedroom is not that big. All of those boxes need to be sent out still. So I had to put the shipping on hold because the pandemic made it very expensive and very limited at that time. So there was just literally no way for me to ship it. I just want something. It just feels like I'm constantly trying to do things and it's like not going to happen, I guess. I'm literally at work right now in the back room and I'm so excited because Hero finally got the boxes. So like, I'm so happy he got it. It's been so long. UPS came and picked it up. Everything went smoothly. Let's hope that when I have to send my stuff later, it also goes smoothly. Unlike the last time that I jumped headfirst into change like this, where I move a significant distance from where I used to be, I don't have a clear idea of how this is gonna go. So last time I moved here to Vancouver, Canada from the middle of nowhere in the prairies in Canada in order to pursue acting. And now here I am 5 years later, most of which had been the pandemic, to be honest. And I don't really have anything to show for it. So maybe having an idea of what will happen was the bad thing here. Having an expectation that goes sideways means that you're always having to adapt, and it can feel frustrating and overwhelming. There's a lot of pressure to meet your expectations. One of the smartest sentences I've ever heard and have yet to truly understand and adapt to my life is no attachment to the outcome. Whatever happens, happens. There are too many outside factors that you cannot control, so you can't control the outcome of things. So whatever happens, don't get attached to what you think is going to happen. Just let things happen. I know sort of what I want to do. I want to create content and create stories. This is something I've been wanting to do my whole life. I was always thinking of writing stories and novels and just enjoying narratives and sharing these kinds of things with other people. And that's initially why I actually chose to pursue acting, because I liked delving into the characters and the stories and the worlds that were created, and I wanted other people to be able to experience that. But the truth is that anything can happen. The pandemic actually really showed me that, which it probably did to lots of people, because it kind of stopped the hand of time. So the Omicron virus is apparently a major concern. I'm glad I didn't get my hopes too high this time, because guess what? Japan just shut out all foreigners. You cannot go there if you're a foreigner. When am I actually going to be able to do it? We just don't know. Today is February 26th, 2022. Emotionally, I'm not doing well. Mentally, I'm not doing well. I'm getting mixed responses on whether the countries will be opening up or not. Hiro, my boyfriend, believes that it's gonna reopen because of the economy. Other people who live in Japan currently aren't so sure. It seems to be very mixed, and that's not very optimistic for me, and I don't even think I have optimism in me right now. I emailed the embassy today again. And they're like, yeah, you can apply, but you have to fill out this form. And I was like, as well. And I'm like, oh, okay, nice. I looked at the form, and the form is for a company to fill out, and I don't have a company there, so I can't quite apply, but I'm assuming it's very soon. I was looking at the news today. June, they're opening up, and July, they're wanting to lift the restrictions for quarantine. If anyone was following Japan's reopening, the opening that happened in June was for up to 3 months only. You needed to be on guided tours the entire time, and it just was not going to work for what I wanted to do. So I kept looking for other opportunities. So I found a program that's through the government that will sponsor my visa. Basically, you take 2 weeks of classes, and then you're free to go after that. The earliest possible time, assuming I am an intermediate level Japanese, they have space for in October. So I'd be there right at the beginning of October, end of September, or at the beginning of November would be the latest time where they'd have room in the beginner class. It's finally gonna happen. And I'm actually gonna be there for Christmas and New Year's. I'm still scared to get my hopes up, even though I just dropped money on this. I have to take a placement test, and we'll see. I will follow up at some point. These are happy tears. So, Hiro, you have not been in this video very much, so I'm here to ask you about how it went for you. When I was struggling in Vancouver, you were here, you got this apartment by your lonesome. I mean, you kind of sent me pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of, how did you, feel? What were you worried about? What were you feeling?
Well, definitely unsure of everything because, is everything gonna happen? Is actually things going on? Am I not hallucinating that Canada, whole country, existed?
Am I real?
Good question.
I'm just a figment of your imagination. Was there, anything that you were, excited about, though? On the positive end of the emotions, I guess?
She was excited about it as well, but to start a new, place from scratch, get your own place, get your own furniture, decorate.
I'm looking forward to decorating things, and also we have a balcony, so I want a garden. Is there anything else that you want to say?
Please
Hello, I'm just feeling really anxious, and I'm just documenting it because I just feel like there's so much that could go wrong, and there's so much that I'm relying on to go right and smoothly and well. If I fuck this up, then I'm screwed. There's so many things that I need to fill out, and thank God I have someone helping me fill these out. But once I can get through this, and once I get my application submitted, and then once it's approved, I will feel so much better, but right now it's just like so much anxiety. Okay, wow. So now that everything's happening super fast. They took my test results and they decided I'm not a beginner. I thought I was gonna start in November, so I'm like, oh my god, that's a little bit faster than I was expecting. I think I have to book my flight right now because they need it for the ERFS application, which needs to be submitted to the Japanese government and then approved. Hello, it is August 11th. I'm going to the embassy today, like now. I am so nervous. I haven't been able to sleep for like 3 days. I think everything's good, should be fine, but I'm still like so nervous as heck because I've been waiting for this for so long. Oh my god. I just picked up my visa. It was approved. I'm really excited. I'm going to Japan. It's happening. It's really, I got it. I got it. But even after all these tears and anxiety, I'm thankful for so much too. To all of my friends along the way. My friend Kelsey, who came to help me pack on that frantic last day where I couldn't figure out what to get rid of. The friends who reached out to try and see me one last time before I would be much further out of reach. My roommate for taking all of my stuff. I am grateful to the people who drove me to the airport and saw me off before the big day. And finally, I am so thankful to Hero for waiting for me throughout 2 very long and painful years where the pandemic was insistent on separating us for what felt like an indefinite amount of time. But now I can finally say it, and time will start ticking forward again. I moved to Japan. Okay, this is kind of anticlimactic, isn't it? Just kind of like a random corner of my bedroom that's clean. Let's move. I moved to Japan!
Hi.
Hey, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you liked it, I hope that you subscribe and continue to follow my journey here on this channel. I have no idea how much of this is going to be me in Japan or my thoughts or whatever, but I'm definitely going to be making content. I'm really excited to be here and be really focused on this kind of thing. So if that's what you're interested in, welcome on in, and I hope to see you really soon.